guys, welcome back to Red Corner Boxing with Jam and Mr. Neutral. We're here for Ohara Davies versus Mohamed Aliseni. This is a fight that was meant to bring you 7 or 8 hours ago. Luckily, we can bring it in now. We're in the third round, and Ohara Davies has just put Aliseni down on the floor. We're going to carry it on from the fourth round in just a moment, but we are proudly sponsored by Easy Storage, your place to go for all your storage needs across the United Kingdom. Check them out, they handle your goods with care. Mr. Neutral, what's your thoughts, mate, on this? It's been a long-ass wait.
Yes, certainly is. Ohara, apologies for starting late. We had some technical problems, but we're here now. And yeah, I mean, obviously, Ohara Davies surprised her to be on this card in Africa, the American promotion. But look, he's there. He's, in his third round, and he's put his guy down. He's got a healthy lead going into the fourth.
He has. I gave him both the first rounds as well because I was watching it on the laptop before we went live because I was doing the rest of the female card from the OTX card. But yeah, he's got the 10-8 in the third, so Ohara Davies is massively ahead now.
It's just levels to this, you can the stark difference between African boxing and British boxing, but
Well,
the taller rangier Aliseni is
Aliseni, yeah, Mohamed Aliseni. He's
he's
got
got
9 defeats, 3 draws. You know what I mean? He's no world beater.
beautiful jab. He just seems to be a bit of a one trick pony, you know. He doesn't seem to be having a bit of a clue what to do behind it, which is unfortunate
And
considering
Two
this
Tanks is
card.
notoriously strong as well, Neutral, isn't he? Two Tanks is very strong. No
Yeah,
matter how much his downfall from boxing has been, he's still very strong as a boxer.
yeah, those overhand rights that he's thrown near at Aliseni's, there's certainly a power factor here. He's felt it. Obviously, he's been down, and but he's still coming forward. Aliseni. He's just got having Ohara just fighting off the back foot right now. He's doing a good job, Ohara.
Yeah, definitely, mate. He's doing well. Coming off the back of 2 defeats, 2 stoppage defeats as well is Ohara Davies, isn't he? To Adam Azim and to Barroso, I believe, something like that.
Yeah,
Sure, it was
Adam is
Ismail who stopped him before Azim.
he's extremely good though.
Oh,
Much
Ismail Barroso's fantastic. And Adam Superkid is obviously, we know how good he's going to be. But still, to come off 2 stoppage defeats when you was on the trajectory that O'Hara was on, it's going to be tough. You're not going to go straight back in against some king, are you? So
like Aliseni. I mean, he looks massive here compared to
he
Ohara.
does. Well, I was trying to figure out earlier what weight this was at. It's either super light or welter.
It's
But
actually
nowhere to tell me what it was. You know what I mean? Because
this.
Alisane is a welterweight, whereas O'Hara's a super light. It used to be a lightweight. How he
Yeah,
made lightweight, I'll never know. But
that's super light, 140 pounds.
that's what I would have thought. Yeah, but Alisane usually fights at welter. That's probably why he looks so big. But he's got some good movement, is Alisane, the Ghanaian. He looks all right, man. He's not too bad in there.
As I said,
Sorry, Tanzanian. That's a Ghanaian then. He's Tanzanian, isn't he?
all he's thrown out is a jab though. So he got some good movement. He's avoiding some good shots from Ohara, but he's not. He's not
He's
got
not
a
committing. He's not
bag.
committing to the punches.
I'm not seeing him dip into his bag at all and come out with some shot selections. It's just that jab he's pumping out.
Yeah, Davies looks comfortable at the moment. It's just good to finally get this fight on, man. Like I say, me and Mr. Neutral were sat here at 8 o'clock tonight waiting for this fight. We waited 3 hours for the zone feed to start. Never happened. We then found Max Garner TV. Kept going off, going off, going off, going off. The fight that was supposed to start at 5 o'clock didn't start till gone midnight. And this fight that was supposed to start at 8 o'clock has happened at 20 past 4 in the morning. So don't tell us we ain't got dedication for you boxing fans, because we're here at 20 past 4 in the UK.
The coffee's on, the coffee pot.
Jason Garatano, was the fight's cancelled? No, mater. It's on now. This is live now. We're actually doing this live now, mater. This is live from Accra, Ghana right now. Ohara Davies. But the running order that they sent out was completely wrong. Amir Khan's younger brother, who was supposed to be on at 6 o'clock p.m. UK, which was 10 hours ago nearly, 9 hours ago nearly. He won about an hour ago after his man jumped on the floor and refused to get up. The co-main event, which was supposed to start at 9 o'clock, happened in the last fight, which was about 30 minutes ago. And
Cool.
he beat his man, didn't he? He beat
Yeah.
Gorsh in the
He beat us
co-main.
by unanimous decision, and Tabiti's next to main event after
Yeah,
this
to
fight.
beat is the main event, yeah. Whereas this was supposed to be the third fight on the undercard, this was. This was meant to be 8 p.m. UK. It's been a train wreck of a show the whole night, mate. It's been an absolute train wreck. But thank you for joining us on Red Corner Boxing. And if you're new, Jason, please do hit that
Would
subscribe
you
button,
like
my
to
brother.
subscribe, mate?
Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Please, thank you. I mean, look at this guy. Again, he's just throwing out those jabs to Ohara Davies, the odd body jab. Single shots are not going to win you this fight, my man. That's the first overhand right that he's actually fought through behind the jab. Bravo, sir. You'll need more of that. So,
He caught O'Hara with a nice jab there coming in, didn't he? A little left jab
yeah,
there. But
I mean, I get what he's doing. I get it, but he's going to need more than that because unless he's, consistently hitting Ohara Davies with the jab, impressing the judges enough to score it for him. We've seen a nice overhand right. We've seen some body shots at last. He's coming alive a little bit now, is Aliseni. But as we say that, rushes in, does Ohara Davies, and connects with 2 or 3 good punches while he rushed him in the corner. What was the result, Daniel Gosh fight? Points or TKO? It was points, Jason. It was a unanimous decision win.
yeah, it was UD, mate. It was UD for Alotti. Alotti got the UD. Ruined my prediction league score. I had Gorsh by split decision, and I thought I was going to get it for a moment, but no.
And I had Galati.
You did.
Galati.
Luckily, we're in different leagues, neutral, so it doesn't matter. I get away with it. Because I think everyone in League One all had the same, didn't they? All had Gorsh.
No, no,
Oh, no,
no.
Darren had Alotti.
Darren and Ra both had Galati by UD.
Oh, that's not good. I'm getting caught by the guys below me. That puts me in trouble. So
Good
much for my third
work.
place safe haven. You know what I mean? It's over. It's over. That's a good little right hand there from Ohara Davies. He still does that same shoulder roll that he always did, tucking that shoulder in and waiting for the man to come in before he pops off.
Yeah,
Old two tanks, never changes the style.
there was a 2-piece combo with the fries on the side with
It
that
was
left
a little chicken two
behind.
piece.
Just that different variety of shot selection is what's for pleasing me at the minute watching. Oh, turned his back on Ohara.
O'Hara turned his back there. Yeah, what was he doing?
No, it's like Mohamed Aliseni turned his back. O'Hara's got him in all kinds of trouble at the minute. At the end of that round, yeah. So convincingly so far for me, it's Ohara Davies. But
Yeah.
I mean, we watched that Chavez Cruz fight last. My goodness, what a robbery that was.
That was a ridiculous decision. If anyone watched that, the OTX card, oh my God.
Oh, goodness
It was one of
gracious.
the most disgusting decisions you'd ever care to see. She was
Probably,
beaten up, her face was a bloody pulp. Poor Chavez, Regina Chavez, who's a little bit of a journeywoman, was fighting Liana Cruz, who was an undefeated, contender, and it was for the interim chance at super flyweight division to go for a world title. Chavez beat her from pillar to post for 8 out of the 10 rounds. Somehow, even though she was knocked down twice, they still managed to score it to Liana Cruz, the local girl, the Philadelphia girl. Absolutely disgusting scoring in that fight. The scorecards didn't even make sense. 99-91 when you've been down twice. How'd you work that out?
it's impossible to score
It's
that.
an impossibility. But that's what they gave on one of the cards. The other two cards were a little bit more
You
accurate.
can't.
96,
The
94,
most,
96, 95. Still
the most,
ridiculous.
the most you can get when you've been knocked down twice over 10 rounds is 96. That's
Yeah,
the
they gave
most
it
you can get.
99, 96, 96. You know what I mean? It was a fix, mate. It was a fix. Whoever was going to win was going to win, and that was Leanna Cruz for sure. Absolute joke of a card. I wouldn't mind. It ruined that whole card because that card was fantastic. Knockout after knockout after knockout after knockout. And to be honest, Cruz could have been knocked out in that card as well because Chavez put her on a seat of her pants and literally batterized her, plagiarized her. It was a disgusting decision and everything that's wrong with boxing, in my opinion. They
Uh,
already had a winner before that fight took place, and that's as simple as that.
so,
And you should have seen what she said in the interview as well, Neutral. In the interview after, she'd be like, yeah, she tried to mess with me. I had to put her in her place and show her what's what and all this. It's like you got beat up, girl. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? That's like the guy who gets knocked out and says, yeah, my face hurt his hand more than it hurt me. You know what I mean?
yeah, she lost about a pint of blood and
You know what I
says that.
mean? At least my blood went to some good use. You know what I mean? It was a joke, mate. It was a joke. Anyway,
So
back
she
to this
said,
one. Ohara Two Tanks Davies. He's dominating at the moment against Aliseni, Mohamed Aliseni. But Aliseni's still in there.
he is,
Two
but
Tanks.
he's feeling the pace now.
Yeah, Davis in the green shorts still looks like he's just ready to drop his hands and let go at any moment. He looks ready. He does look ready. You just see it coming. I can see a big shot coming that could end this. And he's already been down as well as Aliseni. He went down in the third round, just before we do. Or was it second round? Sorry. I'm flicking out jabs at the moment. No one's really connecting.
I see what I mean. There's the first overhand right of this round, but again, it's too little, too late. A big right hand there from Ohara Davies. He turned his back again. Did Aliseni on impact?
That's one
Nice
thing you
two.
don't want to be doing.
Now he's putting the combinations together on Aliseni, who, to his credit, is still coming forward, still flicking that jab out, trying to disorientate um, O'Hara. Not working right now. End of the round. It's looking pretty convincing now for O'Hara. I don't know what this guy's got to do. He's got to show. He's got to pull something out of the bag. It's just not enough. Simply not enough.
No, it's not. There's another round for O'Hara, isn't it, that one?
Yeah. Battle of the Beasts. It's
Battle of the
still
Beast has been one of the worst cards I've ever seen. Not in terms of action, but just in terms of the handling of the show. It's been an embarrassment from start to finish. If a little bit of
right.
rain puts down your entire country's fucking TV network, you're in trouble already. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but it's crazy, mate, what's going on there. It's been a shit show. What we on, like the 16th link? It's crazy. 16th link to watch the fights. Every half a fight, you have to get a new link, a new link, a new link, a new link. It's been ridiculous. It's been an absolutely ridiculous card. And like I say, this fight was supposed to happen at 8:20 tonight in the UK. It's now 4:34 in the morning, the day after. It's ridiculous. But here we
The,
are,
the
nevertheless.
crowd,
O'Hara
you
Two
know,
Tank Davies
you
against
know
Mohamed Aliseni.
the crowd have been there 10 hours now.
And they loving it, though. They're loving it, mate. They're loving
That's
it. They've
10
been
hours
singing,
plus.
dancing. They've had music. I bet it's been great if you were there. AJ's there. There's some big celebrities there. I think Tyler
No,
Denny's there.
no,
There's some good
I could
people
not be
there.
in no boxing match for 10 hours. I couldn't do that.
I could for boxing. Even in the rain, I'd do it. I'd do it. I'd do it. But not if it was this bad, like, streaming and stuff. I'd be disappointed with that.
We're waiting 5 hours for the first fight. I mean, that
Do you
would
remember how
test.
pissed off we got last week with that bare knuckle fight card? They had one fight lasted 20 seconds, and then we had to wait an hour for the next one, didn't we? We were live the whole time.
Yeah,
That done my napper in that did. We had to fill
I
it with some
could,
chatter, didn't we?
I could not. wait 5 hours for one fight. No, sorry.
No, they did
Yeah,
have some music and that. They had a bit of entertainment and stuff. So fair play to the promoters and that. But it's just you'd expect better from Amir Khan, wouldn't you? In truth, I know it's a
yeah.
legacy promotions fight, but Amir Khan's a co-promoter. You'd think he'd make sure it's all legit. He's been in enough big cards, enough big shows to do better.
Well, unfortunately, the promoters have no control over the broadcasters and
Well, that's the thing.
licenses and things like
There's a
that.
lot of talk in the minute in Ghana about the NCA and all that. You know, people are not paying enough fees. They're not doing enough for them to broadcast outside of Ghana, and that's probably why it's only on here and not on DAZN or anywhere else.
Aye,
Because the foreigners are coming in trying to do it so cheap, and they're saying, "Nah, fuck you. You're not ripping us off like that."
yeah.
And that's
And
what's happened, I believe.
we've got a question in the chat. What do you like about bare knuckle boxing versus boxing?
To be honest, mate, I like both. I like both. Bare knuckle, I like it because it's quick, brutal, and like I've already said earlier, I'm about the brutal side of the sport. I do like the sweet science, but Mr. Neutral's more about that side of the game. I'm more about the chaos. I love the chaos. I love the up and downs when they're knocking each like Abdullah Mason against Vasquez, Johan Vasquez, fights like that. Joe Lord, Stephen McKenna, you know, one man goes down, next man goes down, next man's down, next man. That's my kind of fucking fight. That's when I get excited, start screaming, jumping up and down. Whereas Neutral likes the sweet science. That's why we blend well, you know what I mean? But yeah, bare knuckle because it's quick and just brutal. But then that one card we done last week, it took an hour for another fight. That pissed me off. But other
Yeah,
than that, after that Neutral, it was quick, weren't it? We done the whole card in like 2 hours after that.
it certainly was. I mean, you're absolutely correct. The bare knuckle boxing is fast, it's furious, it's brutal, it's bloody, uh, and it is entertaining. Boxing, you have, I mean, as Jam said there, it does bring that brutality. Your Joe Calzaghe's, your Carl Froch's, you know, your Eric Lewis's, your Anthony Josh's. You bring that power, that violence. But your Pernell Whitakers, your,
I'll tell
you
you
know,
what I was thinking about earlier, Neutral. Do you remember Azuma Nelson? He was
yes,
Ghanaian, weren't he?
he's there. He's there, Zuma.
I was thinking about him earlier because when I seen the car was in Accra, like it reminded me. I don't know why he was Ghanaian, weren't he, Azuma Nelson?
Yeah,
Started making me think of him, man. What a fighter he was in his day.
absolutely. Yeah, remember watching him in 2000. Oh, who was it against?
I
Uh,
probably won't remember anyway, mate. To be honest, I probably won't. Back in them days, I was
oh,
a little
damn.
bit naughty, if you know what I mean. I can't remember much from them days.
I have to see now. I'm
He had some tremendous fights, though, didn't he?
aye.
I remember he was on Sky Sports once in like 1999, 2000, something like that.
He's 66 now.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Aye. Lightweight. Well, it was
I
three.
remember.
He obviously was a 2-weight world champion. Featherweight, super featherweight.
I don't think who he fought. It wasn't Nicky Piper, was it? Am I just making that
Nah,
up?
was it Jim McDonald? Oh, here,
Oh,
wait
it
a
might
minute.
have been. It might have been. That's it. I remember watching it. My old man was a massive Azuma Nelson. My dad lived in Ghana for about a year and a half when he was in the army. And he came back and told me about this Azuma Nelson, told me about
I,
the gym he ran in Ghana, in
I,
Accra, and all around the place. And he
I
absolutely loved the
remember
guy.
that fight. It was Jim McDonald in Kensington, the Royal Albert Hall,
That's the
1989.
one.
He knocked him out.
And it
Then
was
he
live on
lost.
Sky Sports, weren't it? It was live on Sky
That was live.
Sports.
That was live on Sky Sport, and he was then knocked out by Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah, Sweet Pea was a
Sorry,
beast.
UD. But I mean, obviously he fought on until 19. Well, his last fight was 2008 against Jeff Fennick, but you don't count that one. He finished officially in 1998 against Jesse James Leisure. Uh, but he lost his super featherweight title against Gennaro Hernandez in '97. So yeah, Zuma Nelson, great wee fighter, great wee fighter.
Definitely. Definitely. Just popped in my head earlier when I was thinking about Ghanaian fighters, you know what I mean? I was just thinking about some of the legends. Like Accra used to be one of the toughest places for boxing, didn't it? Like you always hear about the work they put in, how tough they are. Absolute warriors in the ring. So I was expecting to see some real talent tonight. and we have done in spurts of what we've seen. Would have been nice to watch the card as a whole, and we probably would have got a better sense of how good they are nowadays. You know what I mean? I was really looking forward to this card. I was buzzing for it, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of good fights on it. But I mean, I think due to the nature of the event and what's happening, I mean, these guys are flying at 3:30 in the morning. So these guys have been up, for over 14 hours, I would imagine.
Probably more than
Plus,
that, even. Yeah.
so they're not going to be fighting at optimum, but they're still doing well.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was chucking it down with rain there earlier as well in Accra, so the rain obviously hindered it, but they still carried on fighting during the rain, but it was hammering it down.
yeah,
And you don't normally get that a lot in Ghana, do you? You don't expect a massive like input of rain.
no,
They weren't
no.
expecting it. Like there was no cover on the roof, no slip knots on the ring, nothing to stop it from slipping around. They just didn't expect it. But I tell you what, Ohara Davies is starting to get chased
Oh,
down here.
great right hand from Ohara there. As he was covering up and going back, he's taking an uppercut again from Ohara, and Aliseni is in trouble at the end of that round. Yeah, big round for Ohara there.
Still got the main event to go after this, mate. We've still got the main event to go between Andrew Tabiti and Jacob Dixon. That's going to be fun. Let's hope it's before 5 a.m.
Or
It was
about
meant to
that.
have been at 10:30, 10:15 p.m. last night. So let's see what happens. At least the link's holding strong now. Got a good link going.
So was that the end of the
Oh,
fight?
yeah, it's only an 8-rounder, weren't it? Ain't there one more round still?
Uh,
I've only got 7 rounds on the clock here. Have I missed one?
oh, he put Ohara down.
No, that's Abelsi. Aliseni, rather.
No, that's Ohara down.
O'Hara's in the green, bro. In the green.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, O'Hara's in the green. That's 2 tanks.
Oh, he's in
Yeah,
the room.
O'Hara's in the green. It was Aliseni who got put down, bro. It was Aliseni who got put
No,
down.
not bad, not bad.
No, it's hard to tell, man. Honestly, with these streams, because it's cutting in and out so much. It's hard to tell. Trust me. But yeah, it was
You can.
Aliseni who got put down. That was in the 3rd round, right before we went live. Literally, as we went
Ah,
live, he got knocked down.
I thought that was the last round. That's why I thought it showed that. That's
Nah,
the
it
end.
was on the replay. I thought there was one more round though, because I've only
No,
got 9 rounds broke down. I must have missed the
that's
bloody
the end of
round.
the fight. That's the end of the fight. UK Combat's fans are hardcore for staying up and watching the fight. You know that, mate. We certainly are. Red Corner Boxing is the
Every weekend, brother. Even in the weekends that he been
hardcore.
gone. We'll be up for Brian Norman Jin Sasaki on Thursday as well. It'll be 4 in the morning, Friday morning UK, but we'll be here, brother. From Tokyo, Japan. We'll be there. If a
You
kid
know
throws
it.
a rock in Afghanistan, me and Mr. Neutral are there covering it, betting on it, and watching it for you guys' entertainment. It's what we
Camera's
do, what we
ready.
do when we do what we're doing. Appreciate you tuning in, my man.
I see 2 dogs fighting. The camera's out.
That's it, mate. That's it.
Combat. That's what it's all
Unless it's
about.
my dog, then I'm just getting rid of the other dog and putting it in a cage and taking it to the tip. My dog's a baby.
Right, so we'll see who's win this one. I thought Aliseni did quite well in that fight, to be fair.
He held his own. After being knocked down, he held his own. But I think O'Hara's going to get it pretty wide.
Yeah, I think Ohara's going to do it. I think the jab of Aliseni could make it close, but overall, I thought, without that knockdown, it's going to
I'm
make
going
it
to go
close.
79-71 because of the
Do you
knockdown.
watch one on Fridays? Says Mike.
I do, mate, but I tune into Rush Hour Fight Club. I tune into Rush Hour Fight Club for the kickboxing glory shows and that. We don't really cover that. We're more. We do boxing. We do a little bit of Misfits when it's on. Not because we like it, just because it's quite popular and we need to grow the channel. But Rush Hour Fight Club, they do that kind of thing. They do the one every Friday. They do all the glory kickboxing. They do all the like mixed martial arts. We're more boxing, bare knuckle fighting. But if there was a show you want us to do, let us know. If it's on and we can do it, we'll do it, brother. Right, we're just waiting on the result here between Ohara Davies and Mohamed Aliseni. Here we go. The announcer's got the mic to his lips. Let's see what he says.
Oh, that's a lovely comment. Thank you, Mike. You guys are great. You have the technical knowledge and historical insights, plus the blend of enjoying the brutality and the size. My man, thank you so much for that. You're right. It's what it's
Bless
all
you,
about.
brother.
You bring a beautiful blend of, brutality and sweet science. Lovely comment. Thank you so much.
Ohara Davies has got the win, guys, by unanimous decision.
Good, good, good. I went for the Brit.
It's like we knew he would.
I just think he had more short selections. He was more aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, poor Aliseni, he relied on that jab of his. And he just didn't follow up behind that jab as much as he should have done. Because he was hitting home with that jab. And if he just followed up behind it, he would have done so much better. A word means in the ear of your trainer, sir. I would certainly have things to say, but good performance from O'Hara, though.
Most definitely. Well, let's wrap this one up, Mr. Neutral, and we're back on the new link for the main
Yeah,
event of the evening. So thank you everyone for tuning in here on Red Corner Boxing. Please do hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me and Mr. Neutral. We're trying to grow the channel. We're starting from the ground up. We're here for you today, but like I say, it's 5 in the morning, mate. And we're coming back for another fight in just a moment. So join us on the separate link. It's on the channel, on YouTube. We're proudly sponsored by Easy Storage, your place to go for all your storage needs across the United Kingdom. From me and Mr. Neutral, as always, God bless, salute. We love y'all.
bye-bye.